Hi there! Sorry, I couldn't think of a much better intro, and I've been going back and forth about it. Now, what is this video going to be about? Because usually I'm all about uploading gameplay footage, talking about theories, voice acting reels, that sort of thing. So, I thought I'd try to do something much different. Pardon the mess here. But yeah, today we're gonna do a little bit of a reaction video of sorts. Hello. And it's gonna be one of my favorite person ever. Oh wait, excuse me while I put the camera down for a bit. And there. Okay. Now, okay, three disclaimers before we begin. Firstly, I have a very weird setup going on. I've never done a reaction video for anything ever. So what I've got for you is my audio is being Bluetooth connected to my I forgot what they're called. I think Beats headphones or something. And I'm gonna be staring at my PC laptop here, and I'm recording audio and video straight from my phone. So yeah, bear with me. There's gonna be some trial and error stuff. And second disclaimer, I haven't put my face in a video ever because I've just been traumatized. Even during my high school years, I put I guess, a parody or cover of something that was going on at the time. And yeah, it traumatized me, and I couldn't really look at a camera since. I couldn't look at myself in the video. People can be mean in high school, as if that weren't already common knowledge. And the third disclaimer, now I've watched this trailer before, but that was months ago. And so it's going to be, I guess, a refresher of sorts, because spoiler alert, I have done a whole lot of playtesting for this game, but when it comes to the trailer itself, I haven't really seen much of it or can recall much since I've been, tainted by the in-game footage and mechanics and everything. So without further ado, we're just gonna, I think it's fairly common procedure, I guess, to go through the whole trailer first and then rewind back to offer some thoughts and, just pointing out some cool things that may have changed in the demo now, that's in the demo now, but wasn't there before. Okay, so without further ado, I'm gonna be doing this a lot because it's just, long hair. It's really annoying. But yeah, let's continue.
Time to put the camera down and get into bed.
Ooh. Isolated from the world above.
Hey, Jeff.
Morning, Riley. How's things?
A self-sustaining bunk.
Oh, God! I need to put this wire out quickly. It's Charlie. I'll need to put the camera down before I can try and help him.
They lied.
We are not alone.
Oh, okay, this isn't it. And with that, I think that's everything. Like, unless they can show me something really quick or maybe a jump scare at the end. Yeah, no, I don't think so. Ah. Okay, so quick shout out to the developer first. A little story time trivia, I guess. The developer is one of the first few people who accepted my request on Keymailer, which I don't use now anymore. But then, yeah, in the past, that's how I secured keys to games. And he was, I didn't know him at the time yet, but he gave me the key right off the bat, and he didn't mind that I was a very small content creator. So I'm very thankful, but now we're like the bestest of pals. I'm working with him. So it's just great. And how it's just funny how things go sometimes, where you don't know them and then suddenly you're in this working professional personal relationship with them. It's amazing. Okay, without further ado, we're gonna go back to the beginning and we're gonna break down some of the things that was going on. And did you notice, the way I started this video? I went from first person and then to third person. That's exactly the priced mechanic that you see here in this video. And so, yeah, I tried to do a little bit of
Time
that.
to put the camera down and get into bed.
And one other thing, the voice actress, I believe she's Australian, or she's just got a really good accent. But yeah, she has a very pleasing, commercial, experienced voice talent vibe going on, and I'm all for it. Oh, this room looks slightly different. The washcloth is no longer there, but that's neither here nor there. Just a little change that I like to point out. The room still fairly looks the same. The brighting, oh my god. I'm so sorry. The lighting, it's no longer as bright as this. It's more, I guess it's more mood lighting now and darker, I would say. Isolated from the world above. Now this is interesting because it's not really mentioned all that often, maybe just once or twice, that it takes place in a bunker. It's a experiment, I think a self-isolation experiment, possibly something to do with the COVID-19 era we're in now. And so yeah, that's just really cool because apart from the game called The Bunker, there's not many other games that takes place in a bunker. And I just like the idea of bunkers, like from what's it called? 10 Cloverfield Lane. That was a really good one. Or a much more unknown horror movie, psychological horror called Shelter. Is it 2013 or 2012? Either one of those. Yeah, basically great premise, great setup already.
Morning, Riley. How's things?
Okay, I'm just gonna come right out and say it. It's this voice, like, does that sound familiar? Well, I guess it isn't much of a shocker. It's actually me. But yeah, I don't want to come off like too braggy or anything, and I can't hide, the excitement that's on my face because the developer was just so kind and generous to offer me this 2-second cameo role as Jeff. I think Jeff, and the pronunciation could be slightly off. It's no surprise now that with my channel, I'm trying to do a lot of my foray into voice acting, and it hasn't been going all that well. I've been in 40, 50 auditions since January when I put out my demo reel, and it isn't happening yet. But I'm trying to make peace with it. I'm trying to persevere and push through it. Just the fact that I was in a trailer and the developer offered me this role, I felt really blessed and thankful. It was a major boost of confidence. Even if I don't end up being in the final game, which I hope the voice talent for the protagonist will be, because this is the developer's biggest game project of his, and I really want it to work out for him. So if he feels that maybe the chemistry isn't right, or he needs a much more established actor for this role, then by all means, no hard feelings, because I'm already in the trailer and no one can take that away from me. unless they edit me out again. A self-sustaining bunker. Okay, so yeah, it was mentioned, but in the trailer, duh.
Oh god! I need to put this fire out quickly.
Okay, that scene though, it didn't used to be this bright. I mean, the demo right now, it's not as bright as this. This, I guess, is sort of a behind the scenes thing where the fire had just started and it's only about to affect the electricity, the circuit breakers and everything. But yeah, right now it's much more foreboding, very sinister, and just the overall bleeding of red. It really makes this game disturbing, because obviously horror games are supposed to be disturbing, but now it's, even more obviously so.
God!
They said it was safe. Now this part I'm curious, because who's they, right? We could think, is it the government, the organizers of this experiment, which, spoilers alert, I'm very much counting on and leaning towards, because it just makes good sense. I mean, who's controlling this experiment, right? They pretty much control everything. They're being monitored all the time. They're also self-monitoring themselves with the camera and everything. With the rule, like they always have to record themselves. Like, what's up with that? And so, yeah, I'm willing to bet money on it, even though I don't have much. But yeah,
Charlie, I'll need to put the camera down before I can try and help him.
they lied. Ooh, this scene seems like it's straight out of Lights Out. Remember that film? But obviously, light doesn't seem to affect the behavior of this particular apparition. I want to call it, but then it looks to be a she. You'll see much more clearly what I'm trying to say. That is creepy. So yeah, this is the cover image.
I'm not alone.
Like you can tell like from the thing standing behind Riley, which speaking of, what is Riley doing? Is she saying hi to a cat, or she's just trying to reach towards something, maybe even flicking off or on a light switch, and the entity is just behind her, mimicking and shadowing her. I don't really know what's its deal, but we'll see. You know, that's one of the things that this game has got going for it. It does a great job of establishing these mysteries and all these questions, and there are little tidbits of story that if you're curious or attentive enough, you'll pick up on them, but they're not obvious to the very first playthrough. So that's something that's really cool. And the developer is an avid reader. It's sort of mirrored in the way that he's, you know, a big fan of mystery and horror books, and I have no doubt in my mind that he'll do something to emulate that feeling. 2023 release. I'm very excited for it. I hope it does come out by then, but even if it's not, you know, no pressure. I guess that's the end of things. We're just gonna close it off by saying that I'm just gonna end the video by saying the demo is out this Monday, supposedly this Monday. It could be sooner or later. But yeah, I want to wish the developer all the best. It's going to be a hit. I mean, it's already a hit in my eyes, you know, no bias, full transparency here. It may not have that mainstream quality to it. I like to say that a lot. It has a major potential to have a cult following. That's how I feel about it. And we know that cult following things or products tend to have more staying power than mainstreamness. I want to end this video by saying thank you so much for always being there. And I'm probably going to talk to him immediately after this video anyway. But yeah, thank you so much for everything. And to anyone that's watching this, stay tuned. There's going to be more videos, more character reels that are coming out. And if you enjoyed this trailer theorizing, I could do more of it once I figure out the whole logistics of everything. But yeah, again, thank you so much for watching. I'll be seeing you all next time.